Sometimes,
Ew.
but I don't think we ever do it.
White?
So we'd say, hey,
White Peter?
What?
about this new bill, right?
Remember that shirt with your holes in it?
Hole?
Back your shirt.
That probably doesn't stun you.
Oh, you get a hole there.
You ever had this? When I did sports, there would often be
What are your shoulder?
arrogance about the pitch, and they would say, but you can't ask coach about X, or you can't ask player.
Ain't supposed to be there.
No.
We say uniformly, why would I ever have somebody on who thought that they could dictate what questions could be asked? And so I think Nancy Pelosi showed you how often
This one.
Democrats do feel like
From
they go
bed.
No, this thing.
and say, hey, we want to go on, we want to talk
From
about
the field.
Medicare
This
safety
one.
anniversary.
From the parade.
Actually talk
What
about
parade?
anything else. I do think that's interesting. Lee, I got a funny one for you here, Bucket Division Shop. Yesterday, after we were on the air, Kamala Harris announced that she wasn't going to be running for governor of California, as we talked about on the program. And I hopped on Twitter and I said, smart of Kamala not to run for governor of California. Democrats definitely need to nominate her again in 2028 for president. Great candidate. Voters just didn't have enough time to get to know her in 20. She'll be phenomenal in 28. I thought, okay, that's very sarcastic, everybody who did it. But just to be clear, I also said she should also pick Tim Walz as VP again. Guy just oozes masculinity. Men didn't get to see him enough in 24. In 28, men will support this ticket in big numbers. Remember, he runs a mean pick six play. Guy's a stud. Lots of Democrats are now in my mentions thanking me for speaking up for Kamala Harris. The jokes just went completely over their heads. So
They're gonna be real sad when they tune into this show expecting Clay Travis, male feminist, and Kamala Harris fan.
So again, discussion. The whole question was up. Do we think she'll run in 28? You have won the day's poll question. There are thousands of you that have voted. 60% no, she does not run. 40% say yes, she will run. For those of you who missed it, I said that I thought she would. Let's see. Sharon in New Hampshire. Yeah, Sharon in New Hampshire. What you got for us?
So, two things I really appreciate that last segment because my mother was a victim of that pill the night scary scam. And then I just really have a question regarding your pronunciation of many words, but particularly appreciate. Is that a Southern thing?
I appreciate it.
Yes. Appreciate.
I thank you for. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Look, I am I talk like normal people talk. Sometimes I even use words that I don't know how to pronounce. And this is, I guess, in New Hampshire, they, do I need to talk to Kings? They appreciate. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I'm not Kamala Harris here, pretending as if I grew up in New Hampshire, where you're going to be walking around hearing me sound like, again, like I was saying earlier, that I am a lobsterman from New England.
Not a lot of lobsters in New Hampshire. I think they got about 30 miles of coastline.
What they have in New Hampshire are good. And my understanding is everybody in the whole state of Maine, all they do is catch lobster. And
They just sit around and eat lobster.
They catch lobster and they eat it. That is 99.9% of their gross domestic product is just straight lobster, which I appreciate.
Yeah, that's a Nashvillian's view of you Mainers out there. Edie, podcast listener in Outer Banks, famous now because of the show. Eddie, let's play it.
Hello? The game to be watching this college football season? Well, it's Labor Day evening. The University of North Carolina Tar Heels and Bill Belichick entertain Texas Christian University. The whole college football world will be watching Coach B's debut. ESPN is sending its A-game crew there as well. That's the one you need to attend.
Okay,
Is he still dating the grad student or whatever? That's still happening?
grad student is being very kind to her, I think. I'm not sure she's old enough to be a grad student yet. Yes, Bill Belichick, 73 years old, has a 24-year-old girlfriend, which actually, to me, me, Buck, is a question. Do you think you will pay attention to how Bill Belichick does in North Carolina? Because in general, you don't care much about college football because of the 24-year-old girlfriend storyline. Because ESPN, my understanding is, 8 of the UNC, the North Carolina UNC Chapel Bill, they're calling him Chapel Bill. He is their head coach. I think there are going to be enormous audience for him in a way that wouldn't have happened if he weren't dating. Still, people would have cared, but I think the girlfriend has actually aided the amount of interest in his coaching debut. Now, do you think that's true? Would you pay attention to this at all?
Did the Taylor Swift thing help that Kelsey guy viewing?
Immensely.
Right? So then I would just base it on that. I would say yes, probably.
I think there's lots of women out there that don't care at all about UNC football. And I think they will pay attention more because of the 24-year-old relationship, meaning she's 24, he's 73. And maybe I'm curious if ESPN will show her, because you know she'll be at the game. It's actually a huge part of the story now. Or will that be a controversy over whether they show her in the crowd and all these things? This is the kind of thing I think about. And I appreciate all of you. Appreciate. How are you supposed to say it? I appreciate you.
I just like you just keep saying it the funny way. I like the funny way you say it.
I appreciate y'all. I do. I appreciate y'all. I'm done for in the New Hampshire primary. Evidently, nobody will vote for me. That's why I'm going to start.
All the lobster fishermen are going to vote.
I'm going to go start lobster fishing now. That's what I'm on.
Clay Travis and Buck Sexton on the front lines of truth.
In touch with rural America. 680 KFBQ. Your home is your sanctuary, a safe place for loved ones. Unfortunately, a break-in happens every 25 seconds on average in our nation. Even with a home security system, can it really keep intruders out?
Sabre has safeguarded more than 100,000 people over the last 50 years. Their pepper sprays and gels are made in the USA with hundreds of thousands of reviews, averaging 4.7 stars.
The Sabre Home Defense Projectile Launcher stands as the ultimate choice for protection. Sabre's projectiles pack a serious punch. Even if you miss, they create a 6-foot pepper cloud upon impact, causing intense sensory irritation for anyone within its reach. Plus, Sabre is the only 0.68 caliber launcher with a 7 projectile capacity, giving you up to 40% more stopping power than other brands.
Protect yourself and your family and save 15% on the Sabre's Mega Bundle. With extra projectiles, magazines, and practice targets, visit saberradio.com or call 844-824-SAFE today. That's 844-824-SAFE.
The last thing anyone wants is to burden their family after passing. That's why having a trust or a will is essential. It ensures your loved ones, spouse, children, anyone you care about, don't have to deal with confusion, drama, or legal hassles during a time of grief.
Without a will, your assets could be distributed in ways you never intended. There are some states where a healthy percentage of your assets are taxed before any distributions are even provided. You certainly don't want that to happen. People you love might be left out entirely. Also, probate, often complicated and expensive, but it's avoidable when you put a simple trust in place.
A trust or a will sets a clear plan for how you want your estate to be handled. They're simple, affordable, and give you peace of mind. I've got one, and I know my family won't face unnecessary stress when I'm gone.
Visit trustandwill.com today. They're experts in creating personalized trust and wills that protect your legacy. Visit trustandwill.com. Start today.
Tens of millions of tickets